All right, I'm going to start hitting record on this, and we'll get started in just a few. You make sure we have everyone that wants to be here getting ready to start.
This is great.
All right, well, just a couple more moments to wait, and now's the time for questions. If anyone has urgent, immediate questions, I can answer them now. We got a bunch of dogs in the Collier household.
This is great.
No, you clicked your video. Oh, look, it's look.
All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to mute everybody. If you want to unmute yourself and ask a question,
There you go.
just raise your hand or message me, and I'll make sure that I get to it as soon as I can. Okay, so right now I'm going to mute everybody just so we don't have too much feedback, and we're going to get started. So to get started, we can either be kneeling on our mat or we can be standing up, whatever works for you. Let me plug this mic in. That way you can hear me a little better when I walk away. All right. So we're just going to start with our neck, right? With our arms at our side, we're just going to look all the way down and look all the way up. Now I'll give you a side angle. And I'm only moving my neck up and down. You should feel a stretch on the front part of the neck and then the back part of the neck. Right, go up and down. Then we'll go left and right, bringing our ear to our shoulder. Right now, our shoulder to our ear. Trying to just bend that neck to the side, stretching out the side. By sleeping in your position, you hand up.
I like now. I'm gonna switch to active speaker, okay? Make bigger, coach. Like this.
Now we're going to look left and right. So
No.
right, all the way left.
See ya.
Moving the neck.
No, but pay attention to him. Look.
Now we're going to link all three of those together. We're going to look down from part of the right shoulder, back part of the right shoulder, all the way up to the sky, back part of the left shoulder, part of the left shoulder, part of the left shoulder, and down. Let's look the other direction. Chest, front part of the left shoulder, back part of the left shoulder, all the way up to the ceiling, back part of the right shoulder, front part of the right shoulder, and down. All right, so we're going to move on to the next. We're going to move on to the next. Just keep our arms at our side, towards the ceiling. We're going to bring our shoulders towards our shoulders. Then we're going to try to reach as far. Hands, fingertips, trying to go all the way up, and then pack them all the way down. So we're trying to shrug as high as we can up, and then reach as far down as we can, just those shoulder blades, nothing else moving. So you're going to reach a point where you can't do anything else, but you still might feel some stuff going on in that shoulder. Let's go our arms out in front. We're going to make this. Right, so squeeze our palms together. Arms are about parallel. As we can.
Yeah, and so it doesn't need to.
Notice my
You
elbows.
see?
Notice my
It doesn't need
elbows.
to.
Reach as far as you can, as far as our shoulder blades. Our shoulder blades are next to our upper body. Reach your shoulder blades together and reach apart. Let's go up overhead. Right, same thing. If we reach up to the sky, try moving the shoulder blades, reach up to the ceiling, without moving the elbows. Pack the shoulders down. Try to put your shoulders in your back pockets. Don't have back pockets. Just imagine you do. All the way up and all the way down. So up and down. All right, let's speed it up a little bit. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. And we're going to chop our arms away. We're going to give ourselves another big hug, this time with our other arm on top. So squeeze and then chop. And then we're going to do a couple each side. Big hug of yourself and then chop away. We're going to take our hands together. We're going to reach in between our shoulder blades. We're going to reach those elbows up to the ceiling, and then we're going to double hand down. Elbows in between the shoulder blades, elbows up, and chop down. All right, moving on to our hips. We want to stand with our feet about hip width apart. That's right underneath our shoulders or our hips. And then from here, we're going to put our hands on our hips. So we're going to draw a big circle with our hips. Let's say 3 each direction. So big, slow, controlled circle around our feet. We'll go 3 each way. Feel different parts of your legs. Get your torso, your chest parallel to the floor at some point. Couple circles each direction. Now, staying in that part, we're going to take our hand, we're going to side and we're going to reach in between our legs as far as we can. Reach as far as we can between our legs and then reach up to the sky. We go up our tippy toes, around a little bit around. Then we're back, reach our legs. Reach as far as you can and raise your legs. And stand all the way up. Reach, tippy toes, shrugging those once more in between the legs. And then all the way up to the ceiling. All right, we're going to do what I call washing like you rotate the sides. We can get our arms big swings from side to side. All right, feet together, as close as we can together. Reach down and touch our toes. Get a soft bend in the knees. Trying to get our torso once we get parallel on the floor. And then from here, we're going to go into a squat. Get as low as you can, right? Maybe we're going to end up here. If we can get even lower, that's fine. Now our chest is not parallel to the floor. Be perpendicular. We're back into that toe, stretching out the hamstrings, and then let's stand up. All right, so now you have the idea of what we're doing. Let's bring our feet shoulder width apart again, right? And we're back to that toe. Feel the nice stretch in the back. From here we get, instead of our chest parallel, drop it into that squat. Get as deep as possible. You can't get as low as I can, but I will. You do things.
Coach is on video of you doing that.
And then stand all the way up. Let's go. A little bit wider. Right now we're not going to be able to touch our toes. We're going to reach straight down, right? Working towards that chest getting parallel once again. From here, I'm going to drop down into a squat. Now, with this wider stance, it feels a little different. Maybe we want to shift from side to side. Our chest is up, and we're going from side to side. Again, everyone's going to look a little bit different. We're back into that toe reach, but this time the toes aren't there, so it's the floor. And then we stand up. All right. This is where we're going to need that space, about 10 feet of space to play with, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk forward and then backwards. We're going to start walking on our tippy toe. Walking on our tippy toes 10 feet about, and then backwards. As tall as you can, as little of your feet on the floor as possible. Right now we're going to go heels. Imagine you just got your nails painted, ladies, or maybe you broke all your toes and go on the floor. Lift them up as high as you can, so just the heels. We're going about 10 feet forward, and we're going 10 feet backwards. All right, nice work. Now we're going to combine. We go toe, heel, toe, heel. Try to go for more steps. We want to get across the side. We want to get as many, what we'll call repetitions. Alternating between our heels, our toes, our calves. Start to be burning a little bit. That's okay. We should be ready. Last one. I call this sprained ankle training, right? If we ever slip and accidentally roll our ankle the wrong way, well, if we give our ankle a little bit of strength, maybe we can prevent a really bad roll. On the outside, take a couple steps forward. Nice and light. If you go deeper into that stretch, that's fine, but we shouldn't feel any sharp burning pain, right? Maybe it's a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. And then back. Okay, that's going to wrap up our little warm-up. I'm going to talk about what we're going to go through next on Plug This. Anyone have any questions? No? Okay. So, no, I'm going to mute you, buddy. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. Wave your hand and I'll unmute you, right? Oh, do you have a question?
We have a question.
Yeah.
So you keep popping off and another child keeps popping on the big screen.
Gotcha. Yeah, I unmuted him, so he should. I mean, I muted him, so he shouldn't be coming up anymore.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do is similar to what we did on Monday. If you're with me, we're gonna do 8 movements. You're gonna do them for 20 seconds at a time. I'm gonna be doing with you. I have a clock on my computer, right? And I'm gonna be walking you through everything. You're gonna go 20 seconds of a movement. You'll have 10 seconds to relax a little bit and see what I've got next, right? So 8 different movements, 20 seconds apiece, right? We're gonna start with jumping jacks. Just make sure you have enough space, but can also still see me. All right. Let's see, I'm gonna switch it to speaker view. Muting everybody. And we are gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're jumping jacks for 20 seconds.
But he's jumping.
Okay, good. All right. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
One shoulder at a time. Tapping from side to side. Imagine you've got a glass of water in your lower back. I'm sorry, you don't want to knock it over. 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. We're jumping back to this time. Heel jacks our arms and we clap our hands together. 3, 2, 1. Go. Heel jack. So arms out, arms in. Feet out, feet in. Now working on your breathing, right? We don't want to stop breathing while we're doing this.
This is called heel jacks.
Like that. Okay.
Heel jacks. You know what heel jacks?
All right. And we're back down to all fours. I'll give you a side angle. So we're in that tabletop position, but then we're going to go into what's called a downward dog. Or maybe you just call it a pike. And then we're back down, right? So from here to there. Warming up that overhead handstand position. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Next up. Right. 1 foot. No, I'm gonna.
You need to be
I need
silent,
to keep the
otherwise.
mute on, okay? It keeps going to you, and no one can see what I'm doing. And then we're going split jacks. Right. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Our arms are forward, our arms are back. And we're jumping. Split jacks, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, arms mimicking that same position in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're gonna go in that seated position to our crab or tabletop, reverse tabletop. So from here to there, driving our hips up, looking up to the sky. And then we're back down. Hips up, hips down. We should feel this in our chest, our shoulders. In 3, 2, and 1. This time, our legs are out, our arms are out. We're going to cross both of them over, then we're going to switch. It's going to look like this. From side to side. I call it the Hyland Fling. In 3, 2, 1, go. So crossing the arms over, crossing the legs, going from side to side. There you go, Noah. So we switch every rep, we go different sides. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. This time, we're going to do a new one. Right, so I'm in this tabletop position. I'm going to take one arm and one leg, and I'm going to sit down. It's going to look like that. Go from the other side. And this is the other way, right? So it's called a bodyweight sit through. Tabletop position and sit down. Looking the other way, right? So if we go from left to right, we'll be able to look to one side of the room, to the other, Always coming into that tabletop position. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, we can grab some water if we need it. We can grab some water. All right, so the next one is going to be the same exact concept where we have 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds to switch, 8 movements, but we're going to be a little bit different this time. Right, so we got about 30 seconds. Now this time, instead of doing jumping jack type stuff, we're going to be jumping around. We're not going to be moving, right? So it's called an isometric hold, or I'll just call them a hold, right? We're going to try to go to a position and hold that. You're going to start to feel your muscles burning a little bit, but really try to stick through it all the way, all right? So our first one is going to be a squat hold. We went over a bunch of different ways that we can squat, feet together, feet apart, even wider, right? So choose your stance and get as low as you can. We're live in 3, 2, 1. So we're looking to build some muscular endurance here, right? So as deep as you can go, we're holding it. Try to get in a comfortable position. If you start to feel the muscles burning on it a little bit, that's okay. Try to keep holding it. We've got 5 more seconds. Not moving a muscle. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We're going to get into what's called a plank up down, right? I'm in the high plank. Now I'm going to go into a low plank. And then we're going to press back up. All right, in 3, 2, 1. So plank up, plank down. Switch from side to side. Again, imagine we've got that glass of water on our lower back that we don't want to knock over. So plank from low to high on the elbows and on the hands. Good morning, Taylor. You can hop right in 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Now we're going to be in a split stance for our hold, right? So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Maybe it's going to be kind of like a warrior 1 for you. Maybe you're a little bit closer. In 3, 2, 1. We're holding that split squat. All right, instead of our feet being in the same line, 1 foot is forward, 1 foot is back. 10 more seconds. Put your hands on your head, hands on your hips. Even if you have to on the knees, that's fine. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, now we're going to do bear crawl, right? Our hips are high. We're going to use that 10 foot of space to go forward, to go back. We can go slow, we can go fast, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. We've got 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Remember which way you were facing. An easy way to do it is look the other way. Make sure that other foot for the split squat. Again, it could be kind of like a warrior 1. It could be a little bit closer. In 3, 2, 1. We're holding. Not moving anything. And feeling the burn. Maybe it's the front part of our legs, the back part of our legs. We're holding that split stance. In 3, 2, 1. This time on our crawl, we're going to go sideways, right? So maybe we're going from side to side here. Maybe our hips are up a little bit. And we're going a little bit slower. In 3, 2, 1. Side to side crawls. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Now we're going to go a wider stance squat if we weren't there already. For our sumo squat, we're going to hold. You have a question, Juliet? I see you. And we're holding our sumo squat as deep as we can go, like we're ready to wrestle in the sumo ring. Feet wide, knees out, chest up. 10 seconds. Get a little bit lower there, Noah, if you can, like you're trying to sit in a chair. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. And we're back to that practice on our body weight sit through, right? We're in that tabletop position. And we sit down, looking one way. Back into that tabletop position. Sit down, look the other way. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We can get some water. And we have our last bit of the workout coming up. Give yourself a round of applause. How you doing over there, Carter? Good? Let's see. I'm going to pin my video. That should work better. All right, just learning how to use this thing. Just like everyone else, I'm sure. All right, so the way this last part is going to work, we're going to do 4 movements, right? For 30 seconds, we're going to do that one movement back to back to back, or those 4 movements, right? So the first one, I'm going to demonstrate all 4, and we're going to go back and we're going to work together, right? We're going to do a lateral shuffle, touching our cones, our dog toys, whatever we've got, right? So it's going to look like this. I get low and I touch the floor. I go to the other side. Get low, touch the floor, other side, right? So we can go faster or we can go slower, and you can mix it up in between. So we got 30 seconds of that, so make sure you have enough space. Second exercise, so right after the lateral shuffle, I'm going to call out the switch. We're going to go to what I call a tabletop barrel roll, right? So I'm here, and I roll over to the other side, passing through a grab to there, right? I got to the other side of my mat, but going a little bit different way, right? So over the top to a grab, back into the tabletop position, right? So that is our second movement. Our third, we'll call them broad jumps, right? Fine, maybe it's your mat, you jump over your mat and you land. Turn around, jump over your mat the other way. Maybe you want to go a little bit more, right? Jump over the long part of your mat. Whatever you want to do, maybe you jump over your sibling, right? They can lay down on the floor. You can alternate jumping over each other. If you have space, have some fun with it, right? So we're jumping. And the last one, some handstand practice, right? This is where the chair is going to come into play. Maybe
Can I jump this way?
What's that?
No, it's fine.
Can I jump this way?
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
This
absolutely.
way.
As long as you're jumping, Noah, you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. And then the last one, like I said, it's that handstand practice, right? So maybe we walk up to here. If we're comfortable in place, right? And we want to just try to kick up into our handstand. But the high frog, if you want to call it like that, right? You can also use a wall, right? We all know some wall walks. Use your feet, walk up the wall. Okay, we got 30 seconds. We've got the lateral shuffle. Find some space. In 3, 2, 1, we're going side to side. Don't go so fast out of the gate because we got 30 seconds of this, right? So we want to start off stronger than we finish and not go so fast out of the back that we go and finish slow at the end, right? Finish stronger than you start. We're about halfway, 15 seconds in. For our baseball players, imagine you're just going from side to side, feeling grounders, right? Get those hands down, chest up, in 3, 2, 1. Or softball players, I'm sorry, I know we got some ladies in here. All right, we got the tabletop barrel roll. Heart rate is probably up a little bit. Let's focus on our breathing. In this one, we can go a little bit slower. All right, so take your time. We don't want to fall down in this position. All right, so slowly roll over. This takes some practice. I've done it a lot to be able to go very slow. Right, you can too. Just got to put some time and effort into it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We've got those jumps over whatever you can find. If it's your mat, by all means, go for it. We're jumping. We can jump the length of our mat. Or the width, right? Or we can just jump over our sibling. We want to jump with both feet, land with both feet. Maybe we're just jumping over a pillow, a little water bottle, a remote, whatever you can find. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. We've got that handstand practice. I'm going to use a chair. right? If you don't want to use the chair, you can just do it on the floor, right? We can just walk up and walk back, get into that comfortable handstand position. So we can just do it in place, practice it a little bit. We can use a chair, walking it up, trying to get our hips above our shoulders and our hands. We have got 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Nice work. That is round 1. We're going to do that one more time to finish up our workout. I'm going to unmute everybody. If you guys have any questions, now's the time. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up if we're good. If you can see, I'm sweating pretty good in here. I mean, you got the AC bumping in here. There you go, Juju.
Going for it.
All right. How are we doing, Taylor? Are you with us? Maybe, maybe not. All right, we'll go in 25 seconds, folks. Grab some water if you have it. Again, it's those lateral shuffles, the tabletop barrel roll, the broad jumps, and then the handstand practice.
Why didn't you get me peanut butter and jelly?
I'm gonna mute everybody again. And we're getting ready to roll in 3, 2, 1. We got that lateral shuffle side to side. Maybe we stay low the entire time, right? Stay low, touch the floor, or that cone or cup, whatever you have. Maybe we're a little bit taller, right? And we're jumping back down. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we're back to that barrel roll on the tabletop. Maybe we go a little bit longer of a distance, right? And we get more rolls. This one is sure to make you pretty dizzy if you do double the rolls instead of just one at a time. Or you can work a little bit of lateral movement and just do one in the middle, right? Kind of like just what we did with our feet, but now we're on all fours and adding that barrel roll. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I'm dizzy. Whew. Be careful where you're jumping if you're dizzy, right? We can go long jumps. We can go shorter jumps. We can jump over a sibling. I wouldn't recommend a dog. They might move and you end up riding. Long jumps, short jumps. We can even do side jumps. Have some fun. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, last one. Handstand practice. As our heart rate's thumping a little bit, I recommend going with one that you know you can control, right? So for me, that's my feet up. Then from there, I can work into a little bit more of a handstand position. Trying to get our hips over our shoulders, over our hands. 10 more seconds. This is our last bit of work. In 3, 2, 1. And we are done. All right, so the way this is set up, if you want to do another one, you can. But for now, we're going to go into some stretching and some cooling down. If you want to get back into it, the workout will be posted on the website. But yeah, grab some water, now's the time, and then we're going to start to slow things down a little bit. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sweaty and my heart's thumping. All right, so we're going to start this cool down with a little bit of breathing practice, right? So we're going to put one hand on our chest and one hand on our belly, and we're going to breathe while laying on our back and only have this bottom hand come up, right? So imagine we got a big balloon in our belly, right? So only the lower hand brings up with a deep breath, and then we exhale out. Can we do 3 seconds in and 3 seconds out? So 3 seconds in, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds out. 3 seconds in. And 3 seconds out. Now staying on our back, I'm going to get up so I can talk a little bit more. We're going to hold for 3 seconds, right? So 3 seconds in, 1, 2, 3, hold for 3, 2, 1, out for 3, 2, 1. One more time, 3 seconds in, 1, 2, 3, hold for 3 seconds, 2, 1, and out for 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay, so trying to slow down that breathing a little bit, we're going to go into a tabletop position. Hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, and we're going to round our back out, right? Chin to the chest. Deep breath in, 3 seconds in, think expanding that balloon in our rib cage. And then hold for 3 seconds. And then out for 3 seconds. Staying in that rounded out position. Let's go in to our chest to the floor, our chin up. All right, this is the cow in the cat-cow. Deep breath in, 3 seconds in. 3 second hold. Stay looking up at the ceiling. And 3 seconds out. Chest closer to the floor. Let's go one more time. In that rounded out cat position, chin to the chest. 3 seconds in. 3 second hold. And 3 seconds out. 2 and 1. Okay. We're going to get into a standing position. We're going to reach down, touch our toes. Holding onto our toes, we're going to drop into a squat. We're going to shift from side to side, work on that deep breathing still. Holding onto our feet, we're going to stand back up. But still holding onto the feet. Notice how I straighten my leg, but since my hands are glued to the feet, I got to stay folded over, back into that squat. We're going to go 2 more each side, or each way. So this is the second of both. Taking a deep breath. Back down for the last time. Holding onto the feet to stand up. I'm going to let go of my feet. I'm going to interlace my fingertips together. I'm going to reach as far away as I can. And reach up to the sky. And backwards as far back as I can. And then back down, rounding out my back as much as I can. Keeping those hands together. Standing all the way up. As we stand up, we reach away. Up and back. Get a nice stretch. One more time. And back. That's what all I've got for you today. I'm going to unmute everybody, stop this recording. That way, if we have any questions, we can